Hey everybody, it's Karen
and Stephanie
with Food and the Family. We have a treat for you today. This is something we've not done. You know, Mardi Gras is coming up. And I'm so excited for it. It's a great, exciting time. But we're going to make a shrimp po' boy for you. And Stephanie's going to start out by making a remoulade, homemade, because it needs to sit in the refrigerator while we cook our shrimp. So I'm going to turn it over to her and let her get started on this remoulade sauce.
All right, we are going to put in this bowl, I've already got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now we're going to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. And I'm just going to eyeball it because I didn't get my measuring cup with me. And this is a kind of, it's not a regular remoulade. It's kind of a bougie frou-frou. Get that mixed up. All right. Then we got 1/4 of a cup of chili sauce.
You just eyeballing, right?
Just eyeballing.
While she's making that up, she'll tell you what she puts in it. I'm going to give you a little short history on the shrimp po' boy. You know, they were originated in New Orleans in the 1920s at Martin Brothers French Market. Now, sadly, it closed in 1978. But they started this, where it got its name from, the streetcar workers were on strike. So one of them would walk in the store and one of the guys working there would holler out, "Here comes another poor boy." They'd give him a sandwich because the owner says, "We will feed you till this is over with."
All right, 2 tablespoons of Creole or deli style mustard.
So that's how it's got its name. Too bad they're not still open. You could go there and get you an original.
Well, so if you go into the French market now, there's a couple of food stalls in there where you can get the fried gator tails on a po' boy. Those are delicious.
I bet they are. I've had gator one time, and to me, you always hear the proverbial "tastes like chicken."
And they do
taste like chicken.
And they do frog legs also, which I love frog legs.
I haven't had frog legs in years, and when I had them, I enjoyed them. Of course, is it a southern thing? I don't know. Maybe.
1 tablespoon of hot sauce. I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way.
I don't know why you are either. There you go. But you can also do po' boys. It don't have to be shrimp. You can do oysters. You can do crab. Any kind of meat.
I like catfish po' boys.
Yeah, meat, fish. It's on a French roll, sub roll, you know.
All right. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. You should have told me. I would have got it for you. Top left. The other left.
There we go. I knew I forgot something. 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire.
You know, Worcestershire gives it that, it just gives it the umami taste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, now we're to the good part. So we got 2 tablespoons of chopped celery.
And I noticed you diced it real fine.
Real fine. So 2 tablespoons of that. Then we've got 2 tablespoons of chopped parsley.
And that's fresh parsley, and you can smell it. You know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And this stuff has been sitting in the supermarkets forever.
And we got 2 tablespoons of finely chopped scallions.
Now you're talking.
2 tablespoons of chopped green olives.
I like olives.
I do too.
I like that salty, briny taste.
I love olives. We got 1 teaspoon, and I've already pre-measured it. It's 1 teaspoon of chopped capers.
And the same with capers. They got that briny taste to them. Now, what I didn't get was a clove of garlic. Can we use garlic powder?
Yeah, you can use garlic powder. You're going to use less of the garlic powder because the flavor on the dried garlic powder is going to be more pronounced than it would be the fresh or wet garlic.
Yeah, I'll let you do the
What did I
measurements
say?
on that.
So 1 clove.
One clove is,
So we'll do a teaspoon or half. We'll do half a teaspoon of
I
garlic.
think half a teaspoon
Half a
would be
teaspoon
good.
of dried garlic. 1 tablespoon of the wet garlic if you're using it.
Yeah, and you need salt. I didn't get your salt out.
And you want to do this well in advance before you get ready to use it. So it's got time to sit and kind of marry together. And it needs to be chilled. And give it time to sit and do its thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And there you go. You got
You've got a remoulade, just that easy.
nice
How about that?
remoulade.
Isn't that something now?
There we go.
Okay. So we're going to get that in the refrigerator, and I think I put your lid away.
I'll get it.
And then we'll get started on the shrimp next, and get it cooked up. So let us clean up a little bit, and we'll be back with you to fry up some shrimp. Okay. We're ready to fry shrimp. You ready to fry some shrimp?
Ready.
Look at this. I got the jumbo shrimp. Now, y'all want to know I'm eating shrimp. Y'all know we just don't skimp on it.
Especially on a po' boy.
Yeah, but you want it piled high, right? Okay, so we've got our oil, and it's about that deep, if you can tell by my finger, of oil, and we've got it on getting hot. Now, I hope you can see in here well enough.
We
Maybe
can
I'll
move it up.
scoot it over here. I've got a flour cornmeal mixture. Now, I used about 3/4 cup of cornmeal and about 1/2 cup of self-rising flour. And if you use self-rising, it's going to help with that crunch a little better. But you could also put a little cornstarch in it if you want to, and that'll help. But salt and pepper, and that's all we're doing to it.
And I'll put like if I really want it spicy, I'll do the Slappy Mama seasoning in there.
Some Cajun seasoning. Let's, I don't have any of that, but here we go. Let's put some Cajun seasoning in it. Or you could use Old Bay.
Yeah, Obey's good.
I may not have much in here. I think I'm about out in this one. Toss that aside. I do
Old Bay.
have some Old Bay. Here's Old Bay. I like Old Bay. There we go. Now, don't forget the Cajun seasoning. You want to make it taste
Well, I
good.
said it. I wanted to make sure that we were on par.
Yeah. You want it to taste good. Now, I've got my oven. I think it's already heated. We've got some sub rolls that we're going to heat up. Now, we're going to heat them up right at the end. And but if you wanted to, you could put a little butter on them, lay them out flat on your a griddle or your skillet. But we're just going to heat them up in the oven. They'll be good. Okay, so I've got a couple of eggs here that we whipped up real good. So I'm going to get messy here. And I'm going to put some of these shrimps in this egg mixture. And then we're going to toss them in this flour and cornmeal mixture. Now, if you want a heavy breading, do it twice. Double dip it. I don't think I want a heavy heavy breading on it. So there we go. And we can get several of these, and we actually, you don't want to overcrowd it because it's going to drop your temperature. But I think we'll do this in 2 batches. But enough that you can tend it. Don't go too much so you can watch them really good. Let me rinse my hands real quick, y'all. Y'all know I keep hot, soapy water back here behind me in the sink. But y'all know when your shrimp, don't overcook them because they'll be like eraser. Mm-hmm. They will be tough, and they turn pink, and they'll real quick, but they'll start forming a C, and when they get to that C, they're done. Take them out because they're going to kick a little bit from residual heat. So you want them, you don't want to overdo them. All right, that looks good.
And then, like you said, with the cornstarch is just going to add a little extra crunch to it.
It will. And you want it crunchy. You don't want it soggy. You don't know.
I add cornstarch to anytime pork chops. Anytime I'm doing a
when
mixture,
you're frying.
I add it to my fry mix all the time.
I go through a lot of. You probably do too. I go through a lot of cornstarch.
Oh, I do.
I think that's a good amount to do it one time, don't you?
Yep.
Let's set this aside, and we got to clean up my mess here.
While you watch that, I'm going to go ahead and get the next batch going.
That sounds like a good idea, because seriously, y'all, this does not take long to cook. And this is a meal, if you wanted to, you can have on the table for your family when you come in from work. And you see, I use frozen shrimp, and I had it in my refrigerator overnight, defrosting, and just drain it off because it'll be watery. And because of it being frozen, drain it, stir up your cornmeal and your flour and your seasonings, and you're done. And can y'all see down in there? Can you hear that fry? I hope you can hear it. I have a special guest with me today, and I want y'all to meet him. Come around here, brother. Y'all hear me talk about my brother Greg all the time.
The troublemaker.
He's here.
Troublemaker.
He's here with me for a little while today.
Hi, everybody.
He's been visiting with us.
I come to eat.
So I want to feed him before he has to go pick up his wife at work.
Somebody has to work.
Yeah, somebody has to work so we can have fun. And but y'all hear me talk about Greg all the time, and I know some of you have seen him. Well, that's him.
That's me.
And he is sitting here watching us cook, and he loves shrimp. As much as I love it, he loves it more than I do, I think. So, but isn't that looking pretty?
I love it.
Isn't it looking pretty? And you know, looky there. It's already browned and getting crispy, and it's starting to form that C. So about another minute and a half on this side or so, and we'll be ready to take this up.
You may have to do 3 batches.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe. But that's okay. It don't take long. Y'all see how quick it is. Now, let me ask you, what do you prefer, remoulade sauce, or do you prefer cocktail?
Really, to be honest, I've never had remoulade sauce.
Okay.
Never had. I know.
You see how she looks at him?
I like cocktail sauce.
That's what I do, is cocktail sauce. But I've never had homemade remoulade either.
And homemade, remoulade is also a fried green tomato BLT.
Yeah.
Oh boy, with remoulade.
Now, you made a fried green tomato BLT. What was the sauce you put on it?
Now, that was Brandon's special sauce, but
Okay.
like when we go to New Orleans, I get I get it with a remoulade.
I'm going to go ahead and put those buns in there to get warmed up. Don't it, though? It makes you hungry if you want.
Makes you want just, when you pull it out, just
I know it. If you wasn't hungry, you will be.
I'm getting there right now.
Yeah, you see this? Look at that, how pretty. And you see how let me get it up here. You see how it has formed in that sea and closed up? That shrimp is ready to come.
That's when it's cooked.
It is ready to come out of the pan. And y'all heard me say this, he's the baby.
I'm the baby.
He reminds me often. So, you ready to put another batch in here, Stephanie?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do this? I'm going to let you be putting a batch in, and I am going to make up a sandwich. We've got those buns heating up, and they won't take but a couple of minutes. And we're going to show them how we make shrimp po' boy.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Yeah. Ready to eat?
I can smell it. I was ready to eat when you started cooking.
When it hit the pan.
Yeah.
Let's get you a nice bun here. Do you want to try remoulade or do you want to stick with cocktail?
No, I want to try it.
You want to try it?
I sit here and watch you. I'll make it.
She watched.
We like trying new things.
He watched her make it, so let's give it a try. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, you got that other batch going, y'all. It is just, it permeates.
It smells fantastic.
Yes, it is. So y'all can't see what I'm doing. I've got his bun here. Now I have some tomatoes and some shredded lettuce, and I'm gonna put some tomatoes on here. I'm gonna put a little bit of shredded lettuce down. Look at there. That's just the beginning. Let's put in some remoulade. Does that look good? Mm-hmm. Now, time for the best part. Don't be skimpy. I tell y'all that all the time. Don't be skimpy with your ingredients. Look. Get back up there. Look at that sandwich. Can y'all see that sandwich?
Golly.
Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to pass this up here to him. Y'all can't see him. He's out of camera shot. But I'm going to pass that to him and let him try. Y'all can hear him, though, I'm sure.
Ooh, that's...
Yeah, if you ain't losing shrimp, you ain't eating it right.
Good?
Yes.
He goes to one of our little local restaurants here every week, once a week, every week without fail, unless he's just not in town. And he gets shrimp. That's what he goes for.
Yep.
So it's good?
That's great.
Yeah.
Not
And
good,
is
it's
the
great.
shrimp
Yes.
seasoned good?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not too spicy, or could it use
Just
more?
figuring out how to bite it.
All right. So there. I am going to try. You want to try a shrimp? I want to try a shrimp. Then we're going to finish this up. Hot. That. That is perfect. It's tender. It is not tough by no means. And it's just, to me, it's cooked to perfection. But shrimp, 3 to 4 minutes max.
Yeah.
Max. About, y'all saw how long it took, about 3 minutes, I would say. And that's all you want. We're going to finish this up. We're going to make us a sandwich. Excuse me. We're going to make us a sandwich, and we're going to sit down and eat. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I hope you'll come back and visit with us again real soon, because we certainly enjoy having each one of you here. But I want you to remember, and this is going to go in the next book, don't you think, Stephanie?
Oh, yeah.
Volume 1 and Volume 2. And cookbooks. And don't forget, they're out on the website. You can go check it out. KarenJonesFoodAndFamily.com. And you can place an order there if you're interested. It goes straight to the printer. If you order it early, they'll ship same day. If it's later in the day, it goes out the next day. So they have a very quick turnaround. But I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope you'll come back and visit with us again soon. But please don't forget, like, share, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put out another video. See you soon, everybody.